What do 3D printers and camp kitchens have in common? Absolutely nothing, but we are going to 3D print a fire extinguisher mount for our camp kitchen. In order to figure out how we're going to mount our fire extinguisher, we need to get the camp kitchen out of hibernation. After our first season using the new kitchen, we do have a few upgrades planned. The main legs need a new design and the drawers need better organization. Plenty of ideas to keep us busy this winter.
We got a dog in the way. Here. Good boy. This is our kitchen. Our camp chef stove. This is our second stove, as the first one was destroyed by a blue rhino bottle that squirted a bunch of, I guess it's lubrication that they put in some of the propane bottles, but it had too much in the bottle we had, and it squirted itself into the stove. It destroyed it. But we put our stove up on risers, and that way the heat doesn't go down inside of the wooden thing. Because before, when we didn't have these in there, it got pretty hot in the sides. So now the heat is level with the surface. And it's convenient. You can put spices and stuff, whatever, cook utensils right there. So it came with one of these, but we ended up just getting the flexible hose, and that way we can just stick it through there, and there's not this thing sticking out that can snap off. So I looked online for fire extinguishers, and this guy seemed to be pretty popular. It does have two flaws though. The first one is with the nozzle. There's no easy way of knowing which way it's pointing. If you were in a hurry and you were grabbing it, technically you could grab it backwards or sideways. So what people have been doing is putting an arrow, which doesn't help if it's dark. You might end up squirting yourself in the face anyways, but if it's not dark, hopefully that will help point it in the right direction. The second bad thing they said is the stream actually comes out pretty narrow and can blast the fire away. But what we got?
So we want to store it under the stove, but we want it mounted so that it's always there and safe, and we don't have to worry about it rolling around when we're traveling and such. So we're going to try to 3D print something to work to mount it onto the wall. Finding 3D models online is super easy. The site Thingiverse contains seemingly endless supplies of models for you to print. So we are looking for fire extinguisher mount. Looks like people have already created a few mounts for the Tundra fire extinguisher. This is the one we want, so let's get this thing printing. After loading the model into the slicer program, we can see the different layers. It looks like the print will take around 50 minutes. First bracket done, just need to make one more. So the clamps got printed out. I got two, one for the top, one for the bottom. And they just will snap on. We'll mount the clamps here. One there, one there. Have it mounted. So it's easy access, doesn't move around.
True test. I'll line it up so I can grab it. There. So we're cooking. Fire. That's pretty quick.
So thankfully we've not had to use this, so we're not sure if it's good or bad or what, but we wanted something just in case. So make sure you do your research. So we added cattle panels, or they may be also be considered pig or hog fences to the sides to help us keep stuff in, and then we had these lovely carabiners so that we can attach stuff and hang things. Unfortunately, they were too long, so Greg had to chop them down. And I'm not allowed anywhere near these unless it has a plastic covering, because I have cut myself every single time I've touched this when it's not protected. Every single time. I just did it earlier today too, on the other side, because we don't have this covering. But we found this nice tube, cut it in the middle, zip tied it on, and voila! No potential maiming of Kelly. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click subscribe. As always, you'll find our favorite camping gear in the description below.